start my reaction in 1, 0, go! I always love the team animation logo. It looks freaking cute. Especially like the noise. Oh man, it's gonna make me happy as hell. Hell yeah. I just hope they get a high score at the very least. Hell, I wouldn't even mind seeing our boys get second place. Just as long as at least they rank up high. Which I think they will because they're all coordinated with each other. I guess it's going for a slight recap of what went down in episode 11, which, you know what? Considering this series never did cost-cutting measures, it's earned it. It's earned the right to. Because even though, yes, we're seeing a slight recap of what went down in episode 11 when it comes to their gymnastics, I like how now it's coming with the contextualization of everyone else's reactions, like the coach's reactions, the reactions from the rival group. And also from some of their family members too. Yo! Oh man, it's not adorable seeing the dude reacting like that. It looks like he's in complete awe. Aww. Okay, I gotta admit, that was actually a really touching scene there. And you know what? I hope our boys can win. Because they worked for it. There was blood, sweat. Oh, I don't want to say blood. We haven't seen anything. But y'all know what I mean. Sweat and tears. That's why I hope they win it. I'm going to clap. No one else is clapping. Yes! I mean, hey, they still ranked high. Oh, that's a cute little high five. Oh, that's adorable. Oh shit, I'm scared that they might actually be blown out from the number 2 position. And that's what I was worried about when I was reacting to episode 11, y'all. Fuck! Yeah. Hope it's just a minor injury. Or just a minor pain. Man. I'm scared for our boy. I am really fucking scared for our boy. That's, in case you're wondering why I said in my previous reaction, why even if it seemed like everything succeeded, I still would have gone on with the mindset of I wouldn't have put in Shota if I were the coach. That is exactly why. And that was with episode 12 not even airing yet. I understand why though. Sometimes people can be taken in by emotions. And I'm not gonna blame them. No one's perfect. And it's easy to get in by the emotions of other people. Especially when you're working with such a dedicated group of boys that the coach is working with. No one's gonna want to say no to them. They would look like an absolute asshole, but sometimes you have to be the asshole though. So, sometimes there needs to be a nutcracker in a room in order to protect someone from themselves for situations like this, because don't get me wrong, it was beautiful seeing our boy perform. But he really needed to be protected by himself, from himself. He needed to. Because now I'm worried that he might be out for a month. Because that could happen sometimes. You work with the minor injury, then becomes a medium tier injury. You know? But in saying that, though, it does give the series some tension going in. And I love that scene too with the coach apologizing. I mean, the adrenaline can be a powerful thing. Oh. Yeah, because with the adrenaline, you won't feel pain in that small bit. I like how the father's realistic here, and he's not going to blame the coach for it. Oh. Oh. I love how the family is so damn understanding. Alright, I gotta admit, that battle scene was pretty powerful. Oh. Hopefully they can still keep the second place spot. Hopefully it's some positive news. Positive news. Shit, I can barely talk. I can barely talk straight right now. Honestly, they were. Everyone worked hard to be at the spot they're in, and they deserve it. Our boys deserve every bit of success they got. Oh, hey, I mean, Daniels didn't want to compete though. Exactly. And plus, the coach should at the very least try to stop Futaba, so there is that. Tried. Hmm. Yeah, it's Futaba. He's the one at the end of the day who decides that. Exactly. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Please be positive. I mean, oh, that's cute. Going by the lighting, it seems like things went well, though. Ah. I mean, hey. At least it doesn't seem like majorly bad news. No. Wonder what he has to do. I love the way Masato looks fucking adorable and nervous as he's saying that, though. That's fucking adorable! And that's what I love, too. You can see how being on the team didn't just change Futaba for better, but Masato, too. Oh no, they probably did play second. That's why he's trying to keep it a surprise. That's fucking adorable! That's my gut feeling. Damn it, Masato, you suck at hiding this shit, man! It's too cute, though, but... he needs to be better on his lying game. Makes sense though. We haven't seen him. We've seen him hide a truth, but we never seen him straight up a lie. In a context like this, I could see why he'd fumble his words. You can tell he's an inexperienced liar. Huh. Good. Ah. Okay, this is what I've been winning. So they got third or fourth. No, maybe they're in second. No, okay, yeah, it's definitely second with the way Misato's reacting. Because it looked like for a second they might have been overtaken, but then Misato's face gives it away. His face looks hilarious, so I don't think they would have drawn it that way if they didn't place second. I think they're making it humorous. And yeah, they definitely placed. That's pretty fucked up that they're ready for him to cry. Like, you can tell everyone was like pro status liars except for Misato, and that's why he was behind her boy to make it not so obvious that he was lying. Woo, but hey, they got through it. Hell yes! Nah, I mean, I can see why they'd want to wait for the surprise. I mean, they got to play with their boys' emotion. Of course they made mad. They made him cry. Okay, then the captain has the right of talking shit then. Oh, tears of joy. That has. Oh. No, they got him because of his efforts and everyone else's efforts too, but he can hold up his head high now. Oh, our boy. Oh, fuck. I wasn't expecting to feel this much over a victory, but they really made you feel it. Now, this is when sports anime is at its finest. Honestly, whoever drew that, my goodness, they're such a... Well, all the animators in this series are talented, but that must have been a really tough scene, though, to render. And you know what? I'm happy about this too. They actually confirmed a movie, so yeah, I don't even have to be like, oh, is there going to be a season 2? No, there's going to be more. So I'm doubly excited for that. And of course, when the movie does come out, I'll react to it for sure. Yo, even love how you can see background animation too. It looks pretty well done. Yeah, I mean, with all these expectations, I hope our boys can win the whole thing. I gotta admit, that food does look nice. Yeah. I actually would love to hear Mashiro's thoughts on the whole thing. And you know, I love that scene, how you see how Mashiro was taken aback by how beautiful the performance was of our boys, too. Whoa! Hey, finally, it was nice to see, Mashiro actually compliments our boy! Whoa! Oh, that's some Mashiro character development there, my goodness. Because we see him feel like a lot of concern for someone else that isn't on his immediate team. That's pretty damn fucking cool. But hey, you know what? They wouldn't have been into Insha High at all if it wasn't for him. Hey, at least he's gonna be able to compete because they're just gonna have to make a do. Yeah, they gotta hold their heads high at the very least. Yeah, but on the plus side though, if Shotaro didn't perform, they would not have made it to the Inter High because that team that got third would have gone in second. Whoa! Whoa! Well, yeah, of course our coach was going to take the all responsibility. He was prepared when he formed the... Aww. No, he's deaf. good. I mean, thankfully our bow was lucky. Hey, you know what? I love how finally the coach did come out completely about his decision, though, to the others. And it's nice to hear that, yeah, he actually doesn't have any regrets. But at the same time, I want to pass on his lessons to the youth, though, just to make sure they don't fall into similar pitfalls. I love that. And I love that, too, where sometimes there are tough decisions you're going to have to make, even though it might not be necessarily the most correct one. You sometimes have to make them. Because you're not going to feel well with yourself if you don't. Okay, I swear, the coach is the best coach of the season by far. Because he's actually his own character. And we see him have a life outside of the series, too. I wish more sports animes were like this. The only other coach that's comparable to Shida is Zafar from Set This, the Roman fighter. That's the only one as far as characters go for coaching on sports anime this season. I mean, they really should be thanking each other because they help lift each other up. Aww. Oh man, that is so fucking sweet. I gotta admit, that hits me in the feels like, oh. You can tell the captain, he almost teared up there. Almost. And I wanted to blame him if he did. Oh, what thought he is, though. Hey. Anyone would be taken aback by that. Oh, I'm being taken aback by that. He was. Yeah, it was points too low off. Oh. I mean, it's not to be surprised. Yeah, but Isabel has an excuse, though, with this hand at the very least. Yeah, plus, Totoro, when Inter High does start, he's not going to be injured. So they're going to have a chance of beating Shiro High if everyone works harder and Futella's injury recovery goes super well. They have a shot. Dish. Yeah, I'm always ahead of the curve. I love how they go, oh man. Always makes my blood feel a little bit pumping. In a good way. Honestly, it is. And that's something beautiful too, where he finally has something where he truly can dedicate his all to. Good, at least he's fist bumping with his non-injured hand at this time. Oh man, that's so fucking cute. Oh. Damn, that boy looks freaking fabulous whenever he does those flips. Jeez, it looks like he's sort of like a dance whenever he does his backflips. I love how there you can see Onagawa's confidence building. That's a nice little bit of character element there. And I love how now you can see that whenever Misato talks now, instead of talking with singulars, he talks with plural now, including everyone else. That's really damn cute too. How much the team has all come together. Yeah, he's just gonna have to wait a month to soar. Hell yeah, I mean, sometimes they do say you find out different parts of yourself when you're tested, and you have to deal with adversity. All right. Oh, that's a fucking sweet. And that's how you do a season finale. Wow. Finally, a sports anime this season that does not seriously piss me the fuck off when it ends. Good. Good. This episode, y'all know what I'm going to rate this. I don't even think I need to say it. But it's a 10 out of 10. I mean, what else can I say? You made a lot of plot progression. Our boys have advanced to the Inter High. They've now established that our boy Futaba's got to rest his wrist for a month instead of it being 2 weeks. But hey, at least he's going to be able to compete in the Inter High just without any practice. So I do love how they're establishing stakes for the Backflip film whenever it does release. And aside from the plot progression, there were a lot of amazing moments, like when our boy was crying. That got to me in a good way. I thought it was a really emotionally powerful scene. And even seeing Mashiro be taken aback and being thoroughly impressed with the performance of our boys was a really damn great scene there too. When he complimented not just Misato, because that was going to be given, but he also complimented Futaba too. That was actually really damn sweet. It's going to make the probably our boys side with Futaba High feel a lot more emotionally strong. And that's what I thought it did great from a script standpoint. Oh, that's it. But hey, at least I know it's going to return eventually though. That's what matters the most. It's just going to be a long ass wait for a season 2 though. Now, and saying that though, there were other things that made the episode an absolute masterpiece though. And let me also break those down bit by bit. The character development. Because at least now we see the coach's stance. Yes, he does not regret his actions, but he wants to make sure that the others don't fuck themselves up in the future. But then simultaneously, I do like how he acknowledges that sometimes messing up your future is something that could be unavoidable. It's just something that you should try your best in avoiding to do things recklessly. That's something I really like there. I do love how it establishes the fact that in life sometimes you do have to take risks. You can't just play it safe in every single scenario. That's something I love. And I love the character development for Misato, how whenever he talks, it's about including them all in the conversation. Like when he said to Futaba, it's we. That was pretty damn freaking cool. And that's why I thought this series was so damn great. A lot of the characters, they were dynamic. It actually felt that they grew and they became different from how they started out. And I love seeing our Futaba finally gain a bit more self-confidence too, and show you how happy he was that they succeeded. That really got to me the most. That was like the best thing in the whole series by far. And then just the execution from his voice actor too really made that scene hit home for me. That's what I thought the episode was a masterpiece for scenes like that. I'm definitely going to remember them Because no other sports anime this season has made me feel this way. And that's not even starting with the visual quality, because aside from there being a lot of character development, the animators went all in with the crying sequence, well, all the conversational sequences. Like, literally, the animators could have used the final episode as an excuse to film it in because all the gymnastics were taken care of. But no, instead, they made another beautiful episode with really expressive facial expressions. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. And even the scene where the coach mentioned that he was able to soar through the efforts of all of the boys that he coached was a really dang, emotionally gratifying scene. Not just visually, but also from an emotional standpoint too. That's why, if I had to rate this episode overall, I gotta give it a 10 out of 10 because everyone involved in the production did a fantastic job. I mean, holy fuck. And then, aside from the great vocal performances, I'm gonna give, y'all already know what type of rating I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give it a high rating. Because this series was so great, I'm gonna rate it overall an 8.25 out of 10. And that is a rare rating that I rarely give out. But you know what? Italy deserved a high rating of an 8.25 out of 10. Because not only was this by far the best sports anime, and I can confidently say that because I finished watching Burning Kabaddi, and also I finished watching Severus the Roman Fighter. At least the best sports anime of the season. Of the year, I think this series and Escape the Infinity are like pound per pound in a similar feat. Because Escape the Infinity had a phenomenal antagonist, while this series has phenomenal protagonists. So it's like, when it comes to this series and Escape the Infinity, they both have elements I love about each other. So it's going to be hard for me to decide which anime is the best sports anime of the year. But for sure, this and Escape the Infinity are like in their own tier of fucking awesome. But yeah, regardless, Backflip is by far the best sports anime of this season, top 2 of sports anime of the year, which is saying a lot because I've watched all of them so far. I've watched a lot of sports anime, so that's saying a lot just this year alone. Because if I'm talking about all the sports anime I've seen this year, I've seen, and no, I won't be able to remember all of them because I'm watching a fuckload. I've watched Burning Kabaddi, finished it. I've finished Severus the Roman Fighter. I finished Wave Surfing Let's Go. I finished Escape the Infinity. I finished this series. I know there's also another sports anime. It's because I watch so many animes that I'm like, it's hard to really keep track of all the stuff I'm watching. Oh shit, I would have to probably look at my playlist just to see what I reacted to last season. But regardless though, it was creme de la creme, and if I were to say top animes of the season, this would definitely be on my top 5 animes of the season. With zero hesitation, I can say this. And that's why I have to give it a high tier rating of 8.25 out of 10. It honestly deserves it. And if I had a top 10 anime of the year list, it would definitely be on there. Unless, say, summer and fall end up being like the best anime seasons of all time, have multiple top tier animes, it's still no way I wouldn't see this series making it in my top 10 list of the year. But so far it is. And man, I am pumped up for the movie. Because if the series was this good, oh man. I don't even want to imagine what these phenomenal animators and production people can do when they have a movie budget to play around with. Oh man, it's gonna be. I venture to guess that whenever the movie comes out, it's gonna be sheer and utter visual bliss. That's gonna be my feeling on the whole matter. But in saying that, I'm gonna miss this series though. The wait for the movie is gonna feel long as hell. But hey, you know what? I don't mind because honestly, everyone involved in the series has provided amazing quality from start to finish. So I'd say they deserve as much time as they can to develop the movie. They've earned that right, and then some. And yeah, these are pretty much my thoughts on the episode in the series. Y'all, I absolutely loved it. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode or the series itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching my video and have a fantastic day, y'all. Bye-bye.